This is what it looked like on the 14th. Just 3 days later. Where's all this dirt coming from? Tremendous amount of dirt. Did they have already potted plants, landscaping inside the walkway? How could people walk across? Yeah, there's another interesting thing I started noticing. The rubble pile of Tower 1 started getting bigger. This guy's up there, I say guarding his dirt pile. But it's getting bigger, and it's just packed with dirt. Here's that picture. Let's compare this picture with this one. This is where Tower 3 was. We're looking from West Street. At Tower 3, Tower 2 was in the background. This was from 9/16, 5 days after 9/11, and here we are, like 3 weeks later, in October. If you look carefully, that dirt pile has gotten bigger. If you were walking along the ground, we're going to get up on top of this building, you'd have trouble climbing up. Here, there's a nice smooth slope of dirt going up to the top. And you have, I call them diggers. These, they're correcting as grapplers, but that's my generic term for all of them. But there's like 5 of them in this picture. What are they picking up and moving around? They're not loading stuff in a truck to haul away. They're just pushing dirt around. Compare that zone with that zone. And looking west across ground zero, all new dirt. That's the 13th. When did it appear? Let's see if I... This is Rudy Giuliani the next morning after 9/11, on the morning of the 12th.
We were able to move 120 dump trucks out of the city last night, which will give you a sense of the work that was done overnight. So some of the debris has already been removed. More of it is being removed, and it'll be done by barge all throughout the day today.
People saw dump trucks coming and going all night long. Oh, they had to have been removing debris. That's what it seems like that was a cover story being planted. Why are you removing debris before you rescue people? Because once you start dislodging things in the pile, they're going to shift and you're going to squash any possible survivors. And it almost sounded like we'll have it all done by the end of the day, by barge. Maybe he was expecting less material to be left. Trucking in the dirt. Here comes the dirt. This is from FEMA, these pictures. This is a blow-up of this zone here. They don't fill the trucks all the way to the top, so if you're walking along the sidewalk and look up, it looks like an empty truck. And it's covered with a tarp. And this is the dirt getting trucked out, like, changing diapers. You bring the dirt in, take out used dirt, bring in new dirt. Yeah. And it looks like, especially in this one has just, random debris in it, but all the trucks in front of it, it looks like a smooth bread loaf. Nice smooth dirt.
Those yellow trucks down at the bottom, those are headed towards the World Trade Center?
Yeah, this is headed south on West Street. The World Trade Center's down in here. Because here's this, you can see this building is up on West Street, a couple blocks north. So they're headed towards the World Trade Center, all loaded. This is a few blocks east of the World Trade Center. World Trade Center is up this way. This is Vesey Street. If you walk along here, Church Street's up right about there. And this is soon after things were getting moved around, and the street is all covered with dust, except for the tire tracks from this 18-wheeler. Look where he's coming from. You can see the direction he's moving in. He came from north of the complex, heading southward. Why would he be coming that direction? And it's loaded down with, looks like dirt. Now, I think Jim made a good observation. Maybe it was wet dirt, and the water's leaking out, and that's what's helping the tire tracks kind of be so pronounced there. But you can tell which direction he's moving in. Let's look at WFC1. That's World Financial Center 1. This is just a little bit south of the Liberty and West intersection. Here we have, right after the event, there's a flip car belly up. This vehicle looks disturbed, shrunken on the front end, weird appearance. We noticed that all of the facade around the doorway, there was the same material. I don't know if it's ceramic or marble or glass, whatever that facade was, it all was affected equally. None of the rest of the facade was affected except the windows. All the windows blown. No stab wounds from projectiles, just the windows gone. And then the next picture, they have the debris moved away. And then the next picture, they bring in new dirt. And then a little bit later, this is from the 23rd, here's some yellow bulldozers scooping up that dirt, scooping up the entire terrace and moving it out. Here's WFC, right up to it, you can see those yellow bulldozers scooping up the terrace. So why did they bring in new dirt, scoop it up, and haul it back out? Oh, let's see. Notice the median strip. Same thing happened to it. It all got cleaned off. That's raw dirt there. And again, compare these two times, and notice how the pile got more dirt on it. It grew over the next 3 weeks. Okay, now we're going to go down into the basement of Tower 1 as it's been excavated down. I forgot, I think this is the end of October, and I call this the Gestapo picture. This guy looks like he's guarding her. Water hoses being dumped on the fumes, and the ground is so saturated, the water's leaching out into this puddle. There's a close-up, and this one I've lightened so you see it better, but that's a puddle there.
Nice rainbow.
Oh yeah, beautiful. And again, look at these nice rusty columns. Those are the core columns. Where did all that dirt come from anyway?
Excuse me, I'm missing something. When you're talking about they're moving dirt out and moving dirt in, what kind of dirt are they moving in? Like gravel or something? Or?
This is like potting soil. Maybe it comes from a landfill. It could be, it's nice, rich-looking dirt. Like it could be good potting soil, or some of it looks like it could come from a landfill. I'm just looking at the pictures of what I see. Now this looks like regular dirt here. They bring it in, dump it down, and then within a week scoop it up and move it back out and bring some more in.
It reminds me of Chernobyl a little.
Is that how they clean that up?
Well, I guess there's massive contamination. They're bringing things in. As I recall, bringing them out, the contamination is so widespread.
I understand that dirt is one way of taking care of treating contaminated areas.
You propose the idea of burying the entire sarcophagus of the Chernobyl reactor in sand as a long-term solution to prevent further radioactive dust from emerging in the event of an earthquake.
Whew. Here's a close-up shot of this. You can see this dirt is totally saturated to the point the water is running off into this puddle. Now, if we had molten metal under there, does that make sense? Covered with wet dirt. So what do you think this material is over here? Steam? I don't think so. Now here it is in March. Look over in the corner. Still fuming. They had gotten all of this dirt and it made a ramp to drive over the other side. That was the equipment that was starting to damage things. But again, lots of dirt piles. They're hosing down things over where the digger is working. Cheetos. I call this this section Cheetos because this looks like a Cheeto. Yeah, this is the British version. These French fries. But that looks like a Cheeto. Could that be molten metal? Is there any possibility it could be molten metal? Let's take another closer look at this. See, I think I have audio to do here. Oh, not yet. This, if in the hydraulics of this digger, we have up here this silvery part that slides inside the bigger part. If this were really hot down here, this part's going to expand, and it's not going to be able to